It's Andy from the Pixel Pup here. We're back on the hunt here in Wilmington, North Carolina. About to head into Game Giant. See what we got. Head in. It was a nice day. Now it looks like it's about to rain. That sucks. See what we can find. Got that at Signalis. Got that same version. PS4 games. Some cat they might want. I can't remember if we have it or not. Gonna have to consult price charting. DS games. Sad. Can't find my damn Chrono Cross or Chrono Trigger. Oh, Vita games. Hollow Knights. That's pretty cool.
Star Oceans too.
So many PSP games. They got In It's a Life, a futuristic Harvest Moon. From the world of Harvest Moon. Crazy Taxi. Fair Wars? Sure.
I don't think I have for the Vita.
I'll play this. Fantasy Star Portable.
Harry Potter, Indiana Jones.
I got a lot more down there. I've never seen so many PSP games ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
Ever.
Super Nintendo games. Dragon View. Sealed. Only 80? Really? Oh, that's the reprint from Limited Run, I think. Some top loaders. There's a ton of NES games. Just a billion.
This is my favorite Sims game ever. This is my favorite Sims game ever.
The Herbs.
The Black Eyed Peas are in this.
I think I downloaded that on PS2. Some Blu-rays. Yeah, of course it's raining now. CDX. $600. Tower Power. Don't have that. Need that. Need Spider-House 3. Ain't all those games actually.
And if y'all get some.
So many Super Nintendo games.
Wasn't the squirrel character from Marvel, wasn't that like exclusively for Rivals?
Rivals 3. It's a good game. Oh man. Played this a lot growing up. I don't own it anymore. It's $25 though. I don't know. Don't know. Let's see this over here though.
She hasn't had a series recently, for some reason.
I don't know. It's sealed.
I didn't even know half the characters in that game until
I don't want to play it.
yeah, fair. Really appreciate y'all. Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Wii games. They have Dark Side Chronicles.
I think it'll be okay.
It's the only Wii game I want right now.
Defeat anybody. She
It's
defeated
not really
Black.
red anymore. I think it'll be fine. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I said any games to begin with or
She can defeat anyone stronger.
O P
Something like that.
She can't
P
defeat anyone
R.
weaker.
No. At least not in here. It might be in the expensive place. Expensive section.
Galactus, Thanos.
Is it overkill? Ooh. That's pretty cool. Starts to says.
There's some like really easy way to exploit like some stupid,
Yeah, it's some like gimmick.
you know.
Transylvania.
Like I think it's
Awesome
weaker
game.
than her,
But she's technically, she's called the unbeatable Squirrel Girl.
We just left Game Giant, and it was an ordeal.
We broke the bank.
Yeah, We got a lot. We're gonna. I'm on the camera. I'm on the shot. We're gonna go over it when we get back to the Airbnb after we get some food in our stomachs and have a beer, sit down and talk about the games we just got. It's crazy. Okay, let's party. Back at the Airbnb, in this little game room area. Got myself a beer. Let's talk about what we picked up at Game Giant. First off, I got Aero the Acrobat on the Super Nintendo. Already on the Sega Genesis version. And I played the Super Nintendo version first. My brother had it, or he rented it. And I know it's slightly different, so I always wanted to play that one again. And now I can. Next up, I got Excite Bike 64. I remember renting this game as a kid, and I'm having a whole lot of fun with it. I remember the big endless desert you could race around and do a bunch of tricks. And that was a good price, so I decided to get it. Toss it over there. Next up, we got Alien 3. Now, I've seen this game out and about in different places. Didn't really think too much of it because it was a licensed game, but I've heard in the relative recently that, you know, it's not too bad. It's pretty good. So it's like, well, I love me a box copy of a Sega Genesis game, and I love that box. It looks really cool. It's gonna look good sitting on the shelf. It's gonna be fun to play on the Sega Genesis. You get to go over there. Next, we got some Dreamcast games. First off, Trick Style, which I believe is made by the Criterion, the people who made, eventually will go on to make Burnout. I think, but this is a hoverboard trick game. I think maybe like a Tony Hawk style thing. Never actually played it. I've never seen a lot of videos of it at the time, trailers for it and stuff, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Love some Dreamcast games. Speaking of Dreamcast games, at Speed Devils, which is a game that I rented on my Dreamcast back in the day, and I had having a good time with it. And for, you know, 15 bucks, I'll pick it up and play it again. I went heavy on the racing games because I just want a bunch of retro racing games. They sold a lot of nostalgia for me. Last up in my stack here is Sega 3D Classics Collection. This is something I wanted to mess around with because it has a bunch of old Sega games on it. Ultra Beast, Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo 2, which I'm not a big Puyo Puyo fan, but Power Drift, which I believe is an arcade game. Fantasy Zone 2, Thunderblade, and one's covered by the price. And it's probably back here, Maze Walker, Galaxy Force 2. But this uses the 3D stuff that the 3DS can do, and I wanted to see that with these old school games. Just to mess around with it. I think it's gonna look pretty damn cool. Okay, next up we got Kathy Games. Kathy Games are why this gaming hall was so expensive, and the day was so expensive. So let's start off with some of the cheap stuff. She got Dragon Quest Heroes. She picked up Dragon Quest Heroes 2 here recently. I think it was on the PlayStation 4 video, or PlayStation 4 that recently uploaded. So she won the first one. And next up she got Nancy Drew on the DS for $5. She's been playing a Nancy Drew game, like a game or two on Steam over the past year, and I think she caught the bug, and this was only $5. I think she wanted to try it out. I don't know. Maybe not for me. Okay, next up we got some PSP games here, starting with Twisted Metal Head On, which was the PSP Twisted Metal game, but they did eventually release it on the PS2. They had that version there too, but this was half the price. The other one was $30. This one was only 15. And I was literally just watching her play it on a PSP, and it looked pretty damn good. I thought it might look kind of grimy on a PSP, but I thought it looked freaking awesome. But yeah, I've always wanted to play this. I love the Twisted Metal franchise. So we'll add that to the collection. Next up, we got Lumines. Of course, Lumines, gotta have it. It was like, you know, the PSP game for a lot of people. Fun little puzzle game with a slight rhythm element to it. I mean, you have to play to the rhythm, but rhythm is involved in the way the pieces disappear. But yeah, Lumines is great. They had Lumines 2 there as well. I can't imagine what they did any different in that game. And they also had Lumines on the Vita, which, once again, don't know what could be any different about Lumines. It's such a simple game. All right, next were the big boy purchases that Kathy picked up. And the first one, they're both GBA games. The first one is Yggdrasil Union, which is a strategy game from Atlas. It is far as I know, very, very hard. This game was kind of pricey. I can't remember how much it was. Kathy already took off the sticker, but I believe it was probably like $70. And that's a lot for a GBA game, but it's something she's been wanting to play for a while. So we got it in the collection now. Put you down there softly. And this one was the real big one, is Boktai. On the GBA, I believe this was like $115 or something for this little bitty piece of plastic with some circuitry in it. But Boktai was the action RPG developed by Konami, headed by Hideo Kojima, the Metal Gear guy, now the Death Stranding guy. And it's got that little sensor there at the top that senses sunlight. So you could play it out in the sun and it does certain things in the game. I've never played it, so I'm not exactly sure what it does. But we've got several different ways to play Game Boy Advance games at the house that we can play out in the sun and mess around with it and see what the secrets Boktai has. But yeah, that's all of it. That's how we ended up spending over $400 at the Game Giant. It was insane. We might go back tomorrow. If we do, I'll do an update video. But yeah, that's the stuff.